When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady. 54 Mike. Blue dead.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And his first look is incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hey, let's go.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Brees on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Diggs with a good footwork. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. 80 weapons. Talk. Listen to me. Smooth.
Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 41 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And they will not be able to hook up there It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, Ken! Alert flare! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
47 Mike, hey, Clifford. Check 31, check 31. 47, Mike.
Cousins now from the 50. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down, Saints.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga, and that moment is right now. I got to get your thoughts. I got to get you on the record. What do you think of all this?
Well, when you go back to Oakland, and you know about my relationships with the head coach and the general manager there, but putting that aside, one never would have made the deal for him. I just never saw him as a guy that was going to go from place to place and be the influence that you want in a locker room, and that proved to be true in Oakland. Now he gets a new start, kind of a fresh start, to put it mildly, in New England, and they seem to be all on board with that. But that has to be the one team that can take him, because they have a head coach there that if he doesn't do what the head coach wants, he actually will get rid of him. If he went to another team, they would try and continue to make it work, and that might grind down a team in a locker room, but that won't happen in New England. So if he's still there, that means it's working well. Otherwise, he'll be out of there fast.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go! 56.
Now Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Leave it, bring up 48. 56.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
47's the mic, boy. 47's hot.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple of plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
95-56, 95-56.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, 382, let's 50. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
We got 48. We got 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9.
At the Saints.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
47's the mic, boy. 47.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Zebra.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 8 yards.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What? 5-8. Check 55, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And Ginn's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. On first down, Breeze. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Breeze now. Big loss here as he's taken down.